Sorry about my unannounced 2-week absence, everyone. Apparently my brain just wouldn't let me make videos. But don't worry, I'm back, and
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Laurent's back making videos!
Thank you. But anyways, I'm back, and I'm kicking off with...
Woo! Yeah! He's gonna talk about video games!
Let's talk about E3.
Woo!
Readers, this E3 was full of firsts for me. It was the first E3 that I've seen where Sony wasn't a heavy presence. It was the first E3 that I didn't really watch the press conferences as they streamed. It was the first E3 in a long time, however, where I was genuinely interested in a good amount of the games that were coming out. Specifically from two companies, Bethesda and Square-Enix. I say those two because while I was definitely impressed with a good amount of the games that are presented in other conferences, some of them I've seen already and I've already been convinced to try them out, while others were impressive, but I already know I will never play them. With that being said, neither of the two games Bethesda got me interested in had gameplay in their trailers, but the presentation and the premises were enough to get me going. One of them obviously being Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, while I completely and absolutely agree with the majority that Ikumi Nakamura is a national treasure and is pretty much reason number 563 why I'm bisexual, Ghostwire Tokyo just looks interesting in its own right. And after hearing everything Nakamura is bringing to it from her work on Bayonetta and The Evil Within, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. With that being said, the other game I'm really interested in from Bethesda is Deathloop, which kind of says a lot since all that we got from it was a teaser trailer with no explanation about it at all. But with the way the teaser told the story regarding the two main characters of Deathloop, it was enough to get me to want to at least follow the game's production to see where it's heading for sure. And then there was Square Enix showing off the battle system for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I was always going to get this game because I never really got a chance to play Final Fantasy VII when I was younger. My first Final Fantasy was 8, and speaking of which, I'm so happy it's getting remastered. But after getting spoiled by the real-time battle system of Kingdom Hearts, while wondering how they were going to incorporate the game's turn-based strategy, I was pleasantly surprised at how the hybrid system they came up with worked when I saw it during their press release, and how you can switch between party members. The take cover action is also nice, but I'm more interested in seeing if it will save me when Sephiroth casts Meteor. I already know it's not going to save me. And then we have Marvel's Avengers, where everything that can be said about the character designs has already been said, so I'm just going to bypass that. Especially when I didn't make it any better by posting what I posted on Twitter a while back. No, the parts that I am going to talk about are what have me interested in the game in the first place. Like the awesome as fuck voice talent in the game, the overall concept of how the game is going to play, the fact that they're going to be introducing new heroes constantly, and that there won't be microtransactions considering that this is an online game. It's not a title that I'm immediately sold on, but from what I've seen and from what I've been told, it's definitely one that I'm keeping close eyes on as the game develops. But it's like I said before, readers, these are just some of the games that were talked about at this year's E3 that I'm personally looking forward to from a couple of companies that I regularly support. So your homework assignment for the day is to write in the comment section below any of the games that were showcased in 2019's E3 that you're personally interested in or hyped for. Regardless of the answers, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description down below, where you can also find a link to my merchandise store. Or if you prefer to give a one-time donation, you can find links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi account in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.